Hey Nick, we made it.
We did. I got the backing peeled off. Tell me what looks right.
All right. Yeah. Come on. It's over. More or less.
Yep. How's that?
Yeah, buddy.
We're good?
Should be able to see past it.
How's that?
Yeah. It's on there.
All right. We are at Gainesville Raceway, home of the Gator Nationals.
Indeed.
For day one of Sick Week 2026. We're in the Sick Ward 2024 until we get a new sticker. Then we'll be in Sick Week 2026.
Whenever the green tent appears.
Wait for the green tent to be put up, and then we can proceed with decaling. But I think this is a good opportunity to check out the pits.
Yeah,
Already
man.
got some stuff rumbling around.
It's looking good out here.
Good looking stuff.
Right next to a lovely little Shelby. Yeah.
All right, we're official.
They're official 84.
84. What a crazy album.
And we're out of room.
Anything right here?
Yeah, what the heck. They'll figure it out.
How's that? Should I tilt it?
Yeah, I'd kind of make it the same as the 59 maybe.
See if I can. All right. Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
There you go.
I can see through it.
That's, yeah, I got to keep it out of the line of sight. Those cheetah-like reflexes on the interstate. All right.
Yeah, so that's good.
What are you talking about? It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Cool. All right, let's check some of the stuff out in the pits. Like the green on that Camaro. They're running, is it C Group radio right now? But they just called ABC slicks to the lane, so check a little bit of that out in a sec. But wanted to kind of look around the Sick Ward stuff. A lot of cool cars in the Sick Ward.
Getting into our last row of the C Group radios.
Cool Lightning. GTO. Yep, we've there's already been a couple minor disasters on the track today, but
A little bit of cleanup.
yeah.
That'll bring up the Baxley boys. The supercharged custom.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, cool breeze in it.
full boost capacity or not 1008 at 130.
Oh yeah, cool red line tires.
98 at 134. For the Mopar on the left-hand side of Tom Langman, that's a 65 Coronet that just went 988 at 134. Baxley has been slowly working away on that custom S. It's been interesting to talk to Ricky and his family about it as they continue to chunk away at that. And first year that they did it, they didn't have a roll bar in the car.
Pretty
They
powered effort
were
there.
limited to keeping the belt off the Pro Charger. He finally did it, put the Pro Charger belt back on the hot rod, and it makes beautiful noises, those beautiful burnouts, and runs a whole lot quicker with the boost on board.
There's always a lot of really cool Mopars out here. I'm always surprised it's not just GMs and Fords. But there have.
Pickup truck.
Clean truck, but check out this blower belt.
And otherwise known as Billy and Tommy's dad, Bill Hoskinson driving the Pete Strange back. Chevrolet Malibu. He's got a little bit of nitrous on board this hot rod. He's praising it for he runs it naturally as ways. He was playing around with the nitrous yesterday.
Really neat. Inco themed SS Silverado there.
The Corvette on the left-hand side.
Somebody's got sticker plates from Silverado.
Yep. Solid.
You were 86 miles.
clean Impala, man. Right next to the Cobra.
See, I had a wagon, I had an 81
Shelby
Malibu,
truck.
so I'm a wagon guy.
Check out this 87, 88 Cutlass
All these cars.
from Ontario.
I never thought I'd have to open the hood. I didn't fast anyone closer before everybody else sees. Don't give away all your secrets, Mike. That's that
And a sweet wagon.
The Morgan face might relax just a little bit.
It does look that way.
And we'll bring up our next pair. Check out the van on the left. We'll see if it does it again. Yeah, look at this three-wheel motion off the start line. That was Jason Pollard's 95 speed. Just absolutely insane. Lutz to do it yesterday, and he did 10:37 and 1:37, 11:98 and 1:04 for the AMC. Django's 9:97 and 1:47. She's not gonna like the reaction time though. 11:14 and 1:22 for Todd Taylor's ride. All right, attention in pits, attention in the pits. I have a parts call. I'm looking for a welder and some chain. Don't ask. Don't ask why. I'm just repeating the messenger, basically. McDonald, 77 Celica. We did a short story on this car for Sigma Magazine. He goes 12:17 and 1:30. Lots of speed out of that 77 Toyota. 10:68 and 1:26. On the opposite side of the racetrack, for the Ford Maverick of Joe Whitehead inside, we'll stage up opposite the roll cage pickup truck.
I think we're going to head over to the lanes to check out some of these slick cars. And I think they're running fast radials after that, so I'll see some of that too. All right, we got some fast slick cars lined up here. Some awesome stuff. Y'all might know that yellow car. There's some cool Volkswagens out here too.
You're like the ninth guy to come up and be like, where's it at? I got my
Blasphemi. The official pace car.
No. There were like 4 guys there. I'm like, thank God, because I wouldn't have been able to do that. I was when he first started running the chute. He really never pulled it.
A sweet
so
Camaro.
I didn't have a lot of like practice, and it was really stiff.
Awesome Cutlass behind us. Colin Ash. Check out this sweet Camaro. So this is some of the serious stuff, man. What do you think?
Cars,
They are.
see these on the little screen.
That's right. These are some famous machines in here. That's a bad boy over there. Yeah, that paint is amazing in person. You don't see a lot of blue third gens, but when you do, they look good. Yeah, cool truck back there. Look at that. For those of you that have watched the channel for a while, you might know Todd's Nova. And that's kind of its evil twin over there. It's yeah, Todd's lined up. Nah, he'd tell you that he has chrome bumpers and the little piece under his grill is silver instead of body color. But otherwise, big, yeah. Well, we're all kind of Nova guys, you know. You gotta be, they're everywhere. Speaking of, there's a cool Nova. There's Steve Morris's blue Camaro. Is that the Deal Brothers Mustang over there? Pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff getting ready. So maybe we'll check out some runs and then see what else is out here. Some more cool stuff up here. Yeah, there's the Rodson. And there's that Carmen Gia. Remember that? There's Taylor's 55 Chevy and Goldstone's Vet. Man. Getting excited to see some runs. clutch disc? It's part of the game, man. Yeah. Whether you like it or not. Carbon looks good, huh? .857 and a 1070. For the Nova, 1074.
Unreal.
Man, the front end of that thing is all tore up, radiators a couple days ago. I think Matt Moore helped fix it up, more race chassis. Paint looks pretty good. It looks better than the fender on the Fairmont, honestly. It's pretty good match. Oh, I'm really glad he just clicked that passenger side. Pedal there, still runs a 628 at 241. 741 for the Carmen gear. That echo's cool, man. A 624, only 164. For the Camaro. The Mustang gets a 1269. 8:58. Only 129. $962 to 1265. All right, these are the A radial cars and other really quick radial cars lined up. Not sure if they're running B yet, but I think these are all A cars. It's time to check out some runs. Some of the slick cars were really quick. That's awesome to see. Glad to see them prepping for that and all those cars getting down. So hopefully they'll put some glue out for the radials and we'll see some good passes. 709 and a 759. $770 for Soccer Mom and $745. Doing green gun. Cross green Monte Carlo. $696 for Greeny and a $999. $671 at $212. That's what it's been running. $798 for more race chassis and a $943 for the Camaro. What do you think, man? 740s, 760s? Yeah, 733. And an 847. Both in the 110s mile an hour. 714 to a 705. $769, a little smoke. $770 to $749. Something 8 and an 838. Here's a sweet rig. $820 for the S10 Blazer, the 1057. 751 and a 797. Well, as people are packing up and leaving, and we got to do the same. Gonna head to Georgia, South Georgia Motorsports Park tomorrow. Check that out. We'll take y'all around that as well. What you think?
It's a good time, man.
Good day of racing, huh?
Hey, man, warmed up even.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty acceptable out here, you know, for the winter weather we've been having, but
50s.
yeah, it's got to be in the 50s. A little bit of a brisk breeze, but we got some driving to do, so we're going to get to it. Well, we've made it to South Georgia Motorsports Park. We are in the 6th Ward parking area. What a cool Monty. A lot of neat stuff. Nice looking cars and trucks out here in the 6th Ward parking. Cool Suburban. We're gonna have to get the light a little better. The Malibu family trucks just made a pass. What's that? Yeah. Looks like something we got in the shop. Yep. Man, that's amazing.
There is no Suburban without that.
I guess so. It's like a Cherokee front fender. Yeah, this one might not have a smash. Yeah, I think the entire car culture of Ontario is here.
1972 model Monte Carlo, and he will gladly become your new best friend.
What a unit. So here's one way to fix your rusty firewall on your C10.
Yeah, man. Maybe that's what I need to do is salt lick.
But
Once again,
I think you've got worse firewalls in that truck, but
please make sure that you go into
worth a shot.
Her and her group are over in the blue building
A lot of
across
C10s.
from the tower. That has got to be Jimmy Dale.
Cool Suburban.
1981 model Fairmont. They bought this car in California, and him and Michael Poland.
A lot of fast cars getting ready to make some runs a little later. Pretty cool group of cars right here, including the man himself, Tom Bailey's. This GTR is mean, man. Pretty cool stuff. There's Vanderhoof and Taylor's and everybody. Well, Toro looking really spicy now. It's a fine looking motor right there. What do you think, man? Godzilla.
I like the way you went over the radiator.
Yep.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, nice way to get out of that intercooler there. Nice little pair of twins sitting in here. Wagon is sweet. Here's Reddi Whip, getting ready to whip some butt. Fairmont Futura on deck.
Having an interesting conversation with Clay Milligan, top fuel world champion, about the fact that apparently the truck that they are driving. The pickup truck right alongside Adam Blayne. trailers up top. The largest trailer ball I have ever seen on the back of a Mustang. That is Chad Lee's beautiful 67 model Chevelle left-hand side. And a S650 designed Mustang on the right-hand side. That's a 2024 and newer Mustang right side. There's Joe Leonard. Joe is running the multi-challenge. Chad is running in the daughter-owned category. Chad's looking for something in the 10-0 variety, and he did not get it. 1210 at 124. 1265, 124 right side. About 1700 above the bullseye.
It was high 10.
Yeah.
The guy that normally drives the flat black Ford Falcon in Little Gangsta's competition, wheeling a different ride for his brown sugar Mustang Jimmy did on the left side. He's lined up with Ricky Baxley, the Baxley boys, the Pro Charge Pontiac Custom S on the right hand side. For Tommy Hoskinson.
11.
Fuller wheeling the X-Ed Enzer. Naturally aspirated Mustang, so this car already has quite the history in the drag and drive spectrum. Randy has a couple of different hot rods he's been putting together. His kids are driving his Leroy Brown pickup truck that he first joined us with in summer a few years ago. So folks, get your cameras ready because here we go. We're going to get into some quick stuff. Diesel. Are you kidding me? After going 828 and 171 on 151, 60 foot yesterday, Stengel dials it up and lays down a 787 at 171. Here comes Alex Taylor next. Alex and Dennis Taylor, father and daughter operation, based out of Arkansas. Alex ran her personal best yesterday of 655 at 222 miles an hour in the shoebox Chevy. It's a big block with twin turbos on board left side. Alex and Dennis would love nothing more than to do it for group, put down one more one and done lap, pack it up for an heading set. She'll run it to about the 8th mile. And coast down to a 957 and 161. So not the number that she wanted, unfortunately, but Aaron and Trevor Brandon, the 7-second GTR left-hand side. They'll line up opposite Jason and Amanda Tapscott. Naturally aspirated, 70 model Camaro. On the opposite side for Aaron and Trevor Brandon.
7 tonight. Brian. On the 60-foot, 457 at half track, and Cryer, 713 at 193 for Nick Cryer. That is their second straight 8-0 performance, and that is going to be a one and done. 8-0 runs at the first 2 stops, and that is exactly what they want. I literally think that they would come unglued if they ran something in the 790s. That brings up our next pair of cars. Nicholas Lindgren. One of our many Swedes competing. It's a 1967 model Pontiac Firebird left-hand side. Right-hand side is a 1968 model Chevrolet Camaro. On the opposite side of the racetrack for the Chevrolet Camaro. Here comes 2-time Civic winner and the recent transplant to a full-blown Fairmont style car. This is Stefan Gustafsson. Gustafsson, who previously campaigned the C4 Corvette known as Bitter Tears. He won two of the first 3 years in Civic Week. The best that car ever ran was a 640. But it was an older build chassis design, and he said, you know, we really want to do something that has a little bit less weight. We can move some weight around, kind of get everything where we want it to be, so to speak. And they picked up this Pro Mod. They converted all the stuff around in it as much as they could in Sweden, and they shipped it here to the States. He went to North Carolina to visit the builder Customs by Finnegan that helped them finish it up. And they made their first appearance with the car last year. Now, they've worked through some teething pains with it. It has laid down some very good 60-foot times. But unfortunately, beyond that, it has been a little bit of a question mark in some cases until recently. During testing, they made their best run of all time, going 619 at over 220 miles an hour. Yesterday, they ran 627 at 235. That puts him in the number 3 spot. Number 160-foot Stefan hanging on to it. 616 at 233 for Stefan. The man who is currently leading the canister category, this is Mike Finnegan. Finnegan driving the Blasphemi 1955 model Chevy. It has a 528 cubic inch all aluminum Hemi on board. Old school style mechanical fuel injection converted to electronic style fuel injection and a manual transmission in the tunnel. The cage on this car limits it to 8.50, and yesterday he went 8.507. So ran about as good as he could. For another 7-second pass to the top end for Andres. He'll go 738 at 189.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Finnegan leading his turn. Doing the burnout, and oh no, that is not what we were expecting. As Unfortunately, it looks like we have some fluid out from underneath Finnegan's car. As they push it back and they find a little bit of a line there, might be just something real easy to touch up, but that is a tough break for Finnegan, so he's going to back it up and they will take a quick look at it, see if it's something that can be patched up, and we'll see them back here in this session, possibly during the all-run session. But like I said, yesterday, Finnegan running a personal best, turning in an 850 with a 7 to lead his class. He'll drive it back to the pit area and take a quick look at it. Going down left-hand side. And he'll go 8:35 at 163. Dan Diamond, who ran his personal best 8:38 in testing, trying to dial that car back to run in the 850 style category because I believe he is running either 6 Street Race or Street Race 275. Currently has an 855 to his credit, but he's sitting at number 2 as well. Shot for him. Here comes your next pair. The stick shift Cobra, the Terminator Cobra left-hand side, that is Jordan Flameser. Right-hand side is Chris Hine. Hine making the trip from Canada in a replica Factory 5 33.4. It's got a twin turbo. He was trying to slow it down yesterday. He's currently sitting in the number 3 spot in stick, and he goes 879, 156.
Glad to see him in the right lane. That's been looking good.
So Tom Bailey, ladies and gentlemen, the 6 seconds 2.0 hot rod. Currently sitting in the number 2 spot overall. Ran a 6:24 at only 164 miles an hour, and he had to thrash on it. The cylinder heads were off of it. He got into the hotel way past getting the mid on your pillow and med turnover time. I do think he got a couple hours of sleep, but Tom and Andy and getting a little bit of additional help, which is allowed by the rules from Jason Sack. When you're in thrash mode, you're allowed to have some additional help on the hot rod. So this car has gone above 250 several times. So it has a lot of power still. And it was all the way up, and then unfortunately it just came right back down. So Tom will roll slowly down the racetrack. Clark follows him at 13:28, 102. Our next pair, the Carmen Gia VW. That's James Holt. Usually if Holt drops the hammer just right, you get a little wheelie out of it. He's lined up next to the four-wheel drive Civic. That's Jason Zegler's hot rod.
It does.
That pair goes 11:08 at 128 left side, 12:21, 125 right hand side. That'll bring up our next pair. The Isuzu Faster pickup truck and the LT powered Chevy Camaro with nitrous on board. The pickup truck left hand side is Dustin Cottle. Cottle's Isuzu went for a monster wheelie ride a couple of days ago.
857 and a 90.
That brings up disorderly conduct. Robbie Weissa, the Chevy Nova 2 gasser. And this car has also done some monstrous wheelies from time to time. He climbed up opposite Joseph Nowak in the Buick Regal. That is a solid 1069 to 27 for Novak, but that 854 now puts the pressure on Mike Finnegan. As Finnegan went 850 yesterday, but now needs a backup. And he's obviously thrashing on it. So that'll bring up our first generation GTR right hand side and the Chadwell 63 split window Nova that is being wheeled by Shexney. Left-hand side, the MR2. He'll line up opposite the BMW on the right-hand side of the racetrack. And Scott Wolford's BMW. We went 1057 yesterday. Shows the speed to be in the 9s, so we can get the front half of the rundown. So Joshua Chichak, the 72 Barracuda right-hand side. Top end. We got 766 at 177 for Chichak until his wheel standing Oldsmobile. Chris Hine and Mike Finnegan. Both of these drivers in the stick shift category. Or both of them are stick shift cars, my apologies. Hine's currently sitting in the top 10 in stick shift. Mike Finnegan at the top of the heap in the gassers category, but Robbie Weissa already with an 854 to his credit. Left side for Hine, 868, 155. On the opposite side for Mike Finnegan. Look at the speed, 149. Mustang. This Mustang was originally built in 8 days. Has a single turbo Coyote on board. Blayne said 484 from yesterday is not going to do the job. They put the big turbo on it for today. So Tanner currently sits in the number 3 spot with a 503. Blayne Stark sitting in the number 1 spot. It's worth mentioning that we are probably about 600 feet of density altitude warmer. It's almost 0 DA right now. Wow. Yesterday at this point, we're about 600-700 feet under sea level. Our next pair, Jim Treadle, left-hand side, 67 twin-turbo LS Firebird. Right-hand side, the single-turbo LS Camaro of Kevin Smith. This is the soccer ball. So Kevin Smith yesterday went 469. He was right behind Stark. This time, slows down just a tick. Can they do it today? Yes, indeed. 608, 208 left side, 682 right side. Side by side, classic Chevys. That'll keep Whitaker at the front of heavy metal. It should keep Nick Reiner near the top or at the top of Pro Street. That actually keeps him in the second spot behind Sheldon Root, who went 651 yesterday, and here comes Sheldon. The Canadian right-hand side. Yes, they only make Acadians in Canada, but it rhymes, and he liked it so much he put it on a t-shirt, so I can say it. It's okay, it's forgiven. He'll line up opposite Richard R.C. Flint. Once again on a rip. 668 at only 191, 716 on the opposite side. Glenn Hunter Jr. left-hand side, the 6-second capable twin turbo 56 Chevy. He is lined up. For Glenn Hunter Jr. 718 and 193 on the opposite side for Chris Benoit. Vanderhoof's Reddi whip Mustang being driven by Josh Davis. $2017 Shelby GT350 Mustang. So this car was a roller, the first in a series of 20 built by a company called J&E Chassis Works. Devin picked it up in, I want to say, September of last year. Brought it back to HCR Innovations. That is his wiring and plumbing business. It has a par big block Chevy on board with twin 98mm turbos and ran a 613. A 111/60-foot 408 at 186 to the half track mark with a 111/60-foot. So that'll bring up Valerie Morris. Valerie. Wheeling the Chevy Camaro. This was originally built by KSR, Kevin's at KSR Performance and Fabrication. Finished by the Deal Brothers. It has an SMX big block. And Valerie is still getting her feet wet. They have not turned the wick all the way up in this car yet. Looks good so far. To the top end for Valerie. She throws the chutes early. 708. Yesterday went 671 and 212. I believe that is a personal best for him. He is currently number 2 in the category behind Alex Lee. On the track to the finish line. 671 at 212, almost an exact duplicate of what he ran yesterday. He is 4 thousandths of a second different from what he ran yesterday, and that is a one and done. That'll bring up Chris Weiss and Kevin Schweitzer as we work our way into the standard A group. In the Super Street category. Their Mustang has made the move into, I believe they're either a modified or ultimate iron. To the top end for low, then Deal inside of it early. 699 with a 9. That Reno throws the chute way too early and it slows him down respectfully 874. Jared Asperger, left-hand side. Right-hand side is Jordan Madrow. Madrow wheeling the... Chevy Blazer left side, the twin turbo rod. He'll line up with the Chevy 2 No on the right hand side. a Florida-based S10 pickup truck left-hand side. Yellow line up opposite Tanner Stover. A 483 at 152 is going to do that. That's over a 10 better than what he ran last time. And Screenback has problems and only goes 608. Here comes your next pair, John Moore, the 2011 4x4 Crown Victoria.
Slow driving the Social Security four-door Mercury Marquis on the right-hand side. Left side, Alex Corella driving the car he calls Ginger Red. Corella out of the Luan Camp was better after Christine on the Right-hand side, our fourth Swindoll this round, Charles Swindoll. Beautiful, 1967 model. Chevy 2 Nova. Left side, Tess Wood. The Ford Maverick. 347 cubic inches of pushrod Ford with a lot of nitrous on top and a stick on top. To the top end. Well down 10-20. It was 9:36. He went 9:34 yesterday in the naturally average. Spot. He's a little over 1.6 seconds behind here. He's going to flip first. And Cole already ran in the 7.6 carriage today. Little got the goldest and pickup truck, the modern Mustang. The S650 style 2024 Mustang. Dennis gets her in position, and the double right now. Start. Sideways, 462 with an 8 at 153. That thing is literally a Xerox. So the Camaros on the start line, and the interesting thing 162, and after running an 849, that will get him at least back as 38. He has Guido on a good run. We'll go 860, gets 700s quicker, 162. So Kyle Martin and Randy Seward. Seward, 851 with a 3 yesterday. 851. Who was right behind him, ran a little bit quicker. Good top end. And Finnegan can in and neither can Hine. Oh my goodness. 849.4, 849.3. Times. 740.
All right, well, I guess a lot of people are starting to roll out. It's been a good day at South Georgia Motorsports Park, but I think it's time to roll out and get ready for Bradenton, Florida. So we'll check that out next. Got a little bit of driving. Pretty cool stuff. They still have a few all runs to go. Tom Manley's going to try to make another run. Maybe Alex Taylor, we'll see, but we'll just have to look up the results for that. As usual, better track for radials here, but they were working hard on the bias ply prep, but we'll see how the rest of the week goes. Thanks for watching.